So you have to grow. So the
You
main
can't shrink into
aspect
greatness.
is to grow. You have to grow the economy. That is your best fiscal strategy. But alongside that, and I think that in many ways, when I look at the very impressive economic numbers for Antigua, the big weakness I see in Antigua over the years on the fiscal is that despite that growth, Antigua has often run these primary deficits.
Yeah.
Which tells me that there may be two things or some combination. One, grow your economy. I see that as the most important. But the taxes you have on your books, you need to collect them.
First and foremost.
Yes,
Correct.
You know,
Yeah,
so
yes.
before you go and introduce new taxes or whatever, you certainly that collection effort needs to be a lot. Because an economy that would have grown, okay, except for 8 years of the last 46 years, doesn't have a good excuse for running deficits, I would say. So it means that the tax collection effort has been less than optimal. So I certainly see a major role for really improving that tax compliance, really, and that tax effort. But also there may be a case for also trying to extend the tax base, because Antigua does have, if my memory is correct, you actually have the lowest tax collection per GDP in the Eastern Caribbean. So
Correct.
Antigua,
That is correct.
yeah, so
We
Antigua
actually
is one
on the taxed, yeah.
is the least taxed
Taxed.
country. So there may be scope in terms of what we want from the state. The role of the state has expanded. And everybody wants a good road. Every time I drive here, I be cursing the PM about the roads that I'm driving on.
Sure.
You know?
Get
Why
some
he
flack
can't do
for it,
better
you know.
with these roads? You know, people want
So-
schools, they want UE. But
Let me
have
weigh in on the
expand.
broadening, and almost invariably when people talk about broadening the tax base, they speak about reintroducing personal income tax. Now I'm gonna get to that, but there are two fundamental problems that we have had. One, not collecting enough taxes. So you find, for example, on average we are collecting about 16% of GDP, and we just introduced some new measures, and we expect by the end of this year we should be up to about 18%, still below the regional average, and significantly below the regional average, because if you adjust for that outlier in terms of the 16% that Antigua and Barbuda collected in the past as a percentage of GDP, the average within the Eastern Caribbean region would be about 25%. So we are way below. There's some who have this notion that we overtax. That is not the case.